Hey, this is Nicolette Moore from NicoletteMoore.com. Are you happy with your day job? Some people are, and that's excellent, but not everyone is. Rocio Flores hated her job. She hated going into work. She was miserable. She was depressed. She had anxiety, and she just couldn't stand being in the workplace. So she found her refuge in network marketing. She is flourishing in her network marketing company, and now her future is bright and she is happy. So check out her story for interview number 15. I'll see you on the other side. Hey, this is Nicolette Moore from NicoletteMoore.com, and today I have Rocio Flores with us. Now, Rocio was miserable in her day job, and she, just did not want to have a 9 to 5. She really wanted to be in control of her life, of her future. And so entered network marketing about 2 years ago. She said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take charge of my future, and network marketing is going to be that vehicle. So Rocio, I'd love for you to come out and kind of elaborate on your why. Why did you decide to choose, network marketing, and what has the best 2 years been like in this journey?
Yeah, my goal was always to work for myself. Even while I was working a 9 to 5, the goal was to go to school and then start my own business. But then when I realized that, in order to do that, I was still gonna have to go to school for another 6 years. I was still gonna be at a job I didn't like. I would still have to work under somebody else. I realized that with network marketing, I could do this on my own, and it would still take the same amount of time to get there. It might not be successful right away, but it would take me that time while me doing it myself and me being able to do it my way and being able to have control of my life. And so that's kind of, why I dove into it. And, the last few years, it was all about learning, and now it's all about taking action. And it's been a really great journey so far.
Yeah, I love, life is a process, and anything that you jump into is going to take time. So you said, you recognize, okay, so if I get into this, I'm going to have to take time to learn it. And that's the same thing as if you were going to school. You don't just say, hey, I'm going to go to university to become a lawyer, and then all of a sudden you're a lawyer. You have to go in, you have to take the classes, you have to understand what what you're doing. You have to learn the material. And then you get to a point where you're like, okay, now I can go to work. Now I can take action. The beauty with network marketing is that you can, as they say, earn while you learn. But it's so great to have that understanding. This takes time. It takes time to have a foundation, to understand really the material, what you're doing, understand that this is a business, and this is something that you can have for the rest of your life that can give you that independence that you're looking for. So that's an awesome, I love that you understand that. And I think that's a great thing to be able to share with people. So like over the past 2 years, while you've been on this journey of learning and taking action, what could you say has been the most difficult thing that you've kind of come across in this industry and that you've been able to overcome?
By far, I would say my warm market. Usually when people start a new business, they get kind of told that, you're going to be able to go to all your friends, all your family, and they're going to support you. And that's how you're going to build a business, and that's how you're going to make money. Not everyone has that. And so I didn't have that. I didn't have the friends and family that were like open to it. I had those people who were like, this is a pyramid scheme. You're wasting all your money. How could you do this? And so I really had to, step out of my comfort zone and go, make new relationships, meet new people online. And it's made me grow into that person that can do that, because I was a really shy person before. But I think a lot of people don't realize that it is possible to do it even without your warm market. That's definitely the biggest thing I had to overcome in the beginning.
Yes, I mean, we definitely have this beautiful thing called the internet where, now I can talk to you states away. We've never physically met. I just interviewed Jolina Strovka. I'm butchering her last name, but she's, all the way in Latvia, way across the sea. And so we really have the world at our fingertips. And whenever we learn how to leverage those systems and be able to communicate and reach out to people that, through social media, that's powerful. And I'm with you. I had a hard time with my warm market, just the negativity, the criticism, did not have a good warm market to go to. And so going online is definitely an awesome resource and an awesome way for us to grow our business. So what would you say has been the best development in your life since joining the network marketing industry?
Definitely just the amount of growth that I've had to go through. Normal jobs don't focus on trying to make you feel good or become a better person. They just want you to go in, do the work, and leave. And with network marketing, with every day you log online and you see 5 different people posting a video of how to feel good about yourself, how to be confident, how to step out of your uncomfort, and just grow and be a better person and always do better. And that's something that there wasn't any emphasis on that in the normal world, in the normal work world. But with network marketing, you have to grow, and I've grown so much. And I've been able to be myself and show myself to the world in a way that I couldn't before.
Yeah, I mean, personal development is a huge aspect of this industry, and you really have to focus on developing yourself, looking internally, saying, okay, what are my limiting beliefs? What are things that hold me back from success? Because we all have that potential in us to be successful. And so, yeah, I think this industry is wonderful because they really focus on how we can better ourselves and how we can better others around us. So I'd love to ask you, I know that one of your desires is to better people's lives through being a nutritional coach. I would love to know, how has coaching impacted you on your journey?
So, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but everyone always says that coaching, what it does is it expedites the process. So you can do things without coaching, but coaching, you're going to do them way faster. And that's what it's done for me. It's helped me go from, I kind of want to do this to, yes, I can do this, to just do it. That's what coaching does. It keeps you accountable. It keeps you going. You have somebody there to tell you how to do it correctly, but also to make sure that you actually get it done and that you don't let yourself get in your head about it.
Yeah, accountability is huge. And now you're able to give back. Now you're able to, you've been coached, you've been led, you've been taught strategies and tools and guidelines and procedures. And now you have that knowledge. Now you're able to give back as a nutritional coach. And in that, you're also going to be playing a role as a life coach, helping somebody better their life. So what would you say has been the best piece of advice that you've received that has just really helped you to stay through and see this goal out?
Definitely don't quit, and don't allow quitting to even be an option. If you learn from just some of the biggest people and how long it took them to get to where they're at, they didn't quit. Some people, it took a year, some took 5, some took 20 years to get there, but they didn't stop. And had they stopped, they would have to restart over and over again. And the way I see it, if you quit or you have that option that oh, well, if this doesn't work out, I'll just do this. Then as soon as things get hard, that's what you're going to do. You're going to quit because you have that option there. You're never going to get past those obstacles. And then you're going to realize that you still want what you wanted before. So now you have to restart, and then you'll have to continue to do it over and over again. When if you just stay in it, you're going to be successful. At some point, it's going to work out.
I think that's so important for us to remember. There are big names in the industry, Diane Hockman, Ray Higdon, Lisa Torres, she's, getting better and better. Brian Finale, all these people, they look like these awesome, successful people today, but that wasn't always their story. And whenever we sit there and compare our level of success today to somebody's level of success who has been out there and busted their butt and failed and failed and failed and failed, but they kept going, it's hard for us to really believe that we can have success if we're going to compare ourselves with them today. We have to give ourselves some grace and some leeway and say, hey, yeah, I'm not doing, awesome right now, but that's just because I'm learning and I'm new to this. And so that's a very important key to remember. And what you said is so true. Consistency, remaining consistent, doing those behaviors that you're supposed to do every day. I think they say success is just a culmination of all the little steps that you've taken, and so that's an awesome, awesome piece of advice that I think we can all be constantly reminded of. So if you had to start all over again in network marketing today, knowing all that you know now of the past 2 years of experience, and even then some, because I think you said you dabbled in it as a teen, but you kind of weren't very serious. Knowing all that you know now, what would you do differently if you had to start over today?
Definitely, I would take actions sooner. I took a lot of time to just kind of think about things. I'm a research person, the kind of person who just likes to learn first. And I was stuck in that school mode. So I just wanted to learn it all before I started. And honestly, you can know everything, but it doesn't matter if you're not putting it into action. Like, what you need to do is just start taking action. And if you mess up, you don't get the greatest results, you just continue to do it and you get better and better at it. And then on that same note, I didn't want to invest in myself when I first started. I was one of those people that didn't want to spend money. I was always like, is it free? And free things have free value, and it isn't till you put that number on yourself that I am worth this much and I am worth investing in myself, and then you put money down that you're like, now I have to do it. Like, I have to put the work in, and you have to believe in yourself because you were willing to put money down for it. That's your time and your effort. And I finally took action. I invested in myself, and it made a huge difference in what I was able to do with it. So definitely take action.
Yes, and taking action and investing in yourself is huge. You are, I think that whenever you put a number sign over what you feel comfortable with, it's like you're saying, okay, well, I'm only worth investing $5 in myself. And even that, sometimes people are like, oh, $5? And it's like, come on, people, invest in yourself. Who is going to invest in you if you won't invest in yourself? Really, you have to think of it. I was reading this, The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, and one of the things he says is, the formula for success is quite simple: double your rate of failure. So like you said, just take action. You're going to fail. It's okay. Just keep doing it. Keep going for it and invest in yourself along the way, because the more you invest in yourself, the better you'll be. So if anybody was out there and they were interested in transitioning into a network marketing company, and they came to you and said, hey, Rocio, I'm interested in this, what advice would you give them to help them decide if it's a move for them, a move that would be wise for them to take or not?
I would ask them, what's your vision? What do you want in your life? Because if you like leaving home in the morning, if you like leaving your kids at home, if you like, spending the day away from home, not being with your husband, having that control, having to take your breaks when they tell you, if you're okay with that and you like that steadiness, then you should probably stay at your regular job. But if you know for a fact that that's not what you want, like you want to be home with your kids, you want to be able to leave the state whenever you want and go on vacation, and you want to have that freedom to do life how you want to live, wake up when you want to, eat when you want to, work when you want to, then network marketing is the way to go. You'll make it work. Whether you want that company has to do a lot more with whether you have a passion for their specific product or whatever they're selling or they do. But you want to take a look at what your vision is, what you actually want out of life.
So yeah, so Rocio is talking about your vision, your why. What makes you passionate? What makes you, what fuels your desire for your future? And if your desire is fueled to live life on your terms, like Rocio's was, then you will find a way to make it happen. You will invest the time, you will invest the money, you will invest the resources to be able to learn, so that you can earn, so that you can have that future for yourself. Awesome, Rocio. So how can somebody who's watching this today, if they want to get in touch with you to find out more about your nutritional coaching or about network marketing or anything that they might want to talk to you about, where would the best place be to find you?
To reach me personally, the best place is probably my Facebook page, and I believe you have the link for that. If you want to just look at the content that I put out, I would say go to my blog at rocioflores.com. I share information about nutrition, but I also share information about network marketing and business to help like other entrepreneurs who don't really want to do health. That's not their passion, but they still want to find freedom from their life.
Awesome. Okay, guys. So if anybody's curious about network marketing or wants to find out about how to better themselves with health coaching, definitely get in touch with Rocio Flores, and I'll have the links on here for them to see. So thank you so much, Rocio, for coming. I really appreciate your time. We've had some technical difficulties, and she's been so patient and wonderful to be able to like really work through all of this. So I really appreciate it. I value your time, and I thank you so much for coming and just sharing your heart with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. You guys have a great day.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
NicoletteMoore.com. Yeah. Look, you know she got you. Yeah, when it comes to the lead, she gon' lead you straight to the lead generation. It's what it is all about. Recruiting all the prospects, yeah, that's what it's shot. She help you with the coaching. You know that she give you the potion, so you could go and move it through the ocean. Cause she there for you, she really cares, she wanna help you grow. That's why she there, so if you wanna get more, you wanna see this what's in store, NicoletteMoore.com. Get it, y'all.